Hello, and welcome to my Gmail. This is where we're going to start our adventure with Google Forms, and it's going to allow us to receive email that goes straight into a spreadsheet. Don't be concerned about whether you're using Gmail right now or not, and I know that you use specific software. We can still work with Gmail because we can have stuff forwarded, from your software to Gmail or vice versa. Let's just start with this and then we'll figure out any questions from there. So from a Gmail account, what you do is you come over here to where these little 9 squares are, and I click on that and I go to Drive, which sounds like you're going somewhere, just not very far. Okay, so this is my personal stuff, not my work stuff. My work stuff's way more professional, but then I'd be like showing you stuff I'm not allowed to show you. So yeah, it's garbagey looking over here in my personal stuff. Sorry, it's so unprofessional. But I wanted to show you ultimately what this will look like when we're done, so you have some idea of what the end goal is, rather than just walking you through something with no idea of the end goal. La, 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 la. So here's something that I use this for. Every year we have a team for the Walk for the Epilepsy Foundation, and we've been doing this every year, and a lot of times we have the same people, and I need to know who needs shirts, right? What size shirts they need, because we do team shirts. I can't keep up with people's texts and emails. No. Fill out the form. Just fill out the form, please. I want all of your information in one place. So, this is not even the coolest form I've done for that. I want this year's form, which was cooler. Where's this year's cool form? Really, Ava? Fine. I'll show you a different form. It was not as cool this year. This one I'm going to show you. Seriously, Ava? Fine. That's fine. So this is an extremely simple form that I send out to determine what shirts people need. You need to know if they walked with us last year, what shirt sizes they need. And actually, I did a much cooler background. And it's very simple. You can make questions mandatory. You can have text boxes that people fill in. And more useful is that when you get the responses, you can have them in a spreadsheet. Oh, that's right, a spreadsheet. And of course, with the spreadsheet, then you can sort them. You can sort your data. You have it time-stamped, which I'm sure timestamps would be useful. And that's sort of the goal that I thought might be useful for you, is getting these forms. Now, this is a super, super rudimentary form. Yours would probably be, a bit more elegant than that. But to create one, just flip back to Drive, okay? So from the email screen, I went to these squares. I guess they're squares. I went to Drive. So to create a form, I just come on over here to New. Google Forms. By the way, I'm really awkward when I do this, but you can't mess it up, so okay, right? You can't mess it up, so just kind of have fun with it. Untitled form. Well, you can just call this whatever you'd like. I don't know. Welcome to summer camp. Please respond below. I don't know. Okay, so untitled question. What would you want your first question to be? I would go with camper name. Now, multiple choice is probably not a good option for camper name, but look over here. Short answer. And I would make that a required response. Yay! And I can add another. So I'm imagining this as you've sent out acceptances and you need to know who's attending. Sorry, I didn't give any context. It's been a really long day. It's only like 2 o'clock, but still, you know what I mean. I will be attending summer session. Option 1, yes. No. You can make that required too. And add another question. And you can continue here with as many items as you want. I understand that I must be present for opening and closing dates of camp. And, you know, you could have multiple choice if you wanted to have epilepsy week, cancer, if you wanted to have the different weeks, for example. Okay? So you can have as many items as you would like to have columns in your spreadsheet, because each one of these questions is going to equate to a column on your spreadsheet. And then you can make it as simple or as complex as you'd like. If you wanted to, you could even have a field for, and this is dangerous, or anything else you would like us to know. That's dangerous, right? You could have an optional field at the bottom. You may not want people to be able to have an optional field at the bottom, but if you wanted to, you could do that, okay? But basically, when you're done, I can click over here, it's going to give it a name. When you believe that you're done, what I like to do is make it pretty. You can make it any color you'd like. That's still not very interesting. Making it pretty is really the most important part. There's my dog is upset because there's tree trimmers next door, and he's outraged. There's some established themes you can choose from, and they're nice, but what you don't even do this, man. Don't even do this, Google. I've been having this problem today with Google products. It's just Google that's doing it. Okay, what I like to do, which I think is even cooler and more personal, is I like to use the upload photo, where you can actually, you could take a camp photo and make that the border. I've lived such an exciting life. Look at all of this. I hope it doesn't bring up any of my naked pictures. That'd be awkward. I don't have any. Slow computer. Because I happen to know what this picture is. Best day ever. I'm going to click on it. Okay, well, it apparently wasn't big enough. But anyway, you can select a picture and that can become the border. So what I'll do is I'll just pick a theme because I want you to see how cool it can be. Did I mention I'm awkward? All the time. Come on, Google. Don't do me like this today. Google and I are having a difficult relationship today. I don't know why. It's a good thing I don't mind talking to myself. You know what I mean? That'll do. Thank you. Thank you. And at any time you can preview what your form looks like, so you know what it's going to look like when parents open it. Oh, just received a notification that Google has crashed. I think I don't know that already. All right. So, of course, at some point, we want to send this out. Obviously, you'll do something much better than this, but this is what the parent would see. Form and then submit. So easy. It's almost foolproof. I say almost because I know people. I've met them before. When it's time to send your form, you have options. So many options. Okay. You can complete the email field. Oh, it's my outraged dog. But, you already have all of your email addresses probably in your other system. So you're like, no, this is not good for me. I don't like it at all. So what you could do is you could get a nice URL and compose an email. Congratulations, your child has been accepted to camp. Please click below on this link and complete the form. Okay? And they would then be taken to the form that way, and that would be totally cool also. What's this one? Embed HTML. I've never done that one before, but you could totally play with it and give it a try, okay? So there's different ways that you can send the form out. And it's really exciting when you start getting your responses. Your responses, when they come in, will automatically populate a separate spreadsheet in your Drive. So you'll go to your Drive, and magically you will have a spreadsheet with the same name as your form. Like it would be called Camper Responses, okay? And it would automatically refresh, automatically update because it's in Drive, because it's web-based. It's a live document, okay? So you're not going to end up with like lots of versions of the same document. It will continually update, all right? So, give it a try, play with it. We use it in my office for stuff as simple as what are you bringing to potluck, okay? And see if you like it. Maybe you can find a way that it can make your life easier. My husband's calling me. He has to wait now. And if I can answer any questions, just let me know. Okay, have a really terrific day. See you soon. Bye.